Say, do you mean to tell me that you think that Steve Smith is responsible for these robberies?
Yes. Will you help us expose him?
Well, yes, I will, but I sure hope you're wrong.
Kemo Sabe, you have planned to trap Swami?
Yes, Tonto, I have. I'm going to put on the suit that Barnaby brought me and disguise my face. Then I'll take a room at the hotel and arrange for you and Dan to remain there while I...
Toby's body's at the sheriff's office. Suppose they ask me to identify him.
Why should they? Nobody's ever seen you two together. Dobie was killed before he even had a chance to talk.
I only said I thought I killed him. Suppose he says something.
If he had, they'd have been after you before now. Besides...
Hey, where is everybody? I want a little service.
Wait out back.
Who's the proprietor of this preposterous establishment? Come. Own up to it, someone. Anyone here?
I'm sorry, sir. I was delayed.
Are you the owner of this emporium of tin pans? This haberdashery on wheels?
Well, yes, sir.
Sir, I've come to purchase a money belt.
A money belt? Oh, yes, sir.
That's right.
Excuse me. Now, there's a money belt there, sir. See, all you do is just pull these little...
My good man, I've been associated with royalty. I've wined and dined with the crown heads and bald heads of Europe. Do I impress you of being a fugitive from a poorhouse?
Why, no, sir.
Then take away that receptacle of small change and bring me something large.
You mean you want a larger money belt than this?
My friend, 4 times larger.
Well, I don't think I've got one 4 times larger. Say, how about 4 money belts?
Good idea, my friend. Good idea.
There you are, sir. There's 4 of them.
How much will that be?
$12.
There you are, Junior.
Oh, that's $20. Well, you got some change coming here.
Keep the change. Buy yourself a couple of boxes of cigars.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Tell me, is this Swami fella any good in telling fortunes?
Oh, yes, he's very good.
While you're wrapping these parcels, I think I'll have a little confab with him. Perhaps he can tell me how to make another $1 million. Where will I find this Swami feller?
Why, he's in his tent over there.
Thank you, my good man. Thank you.
Yes.
Be seated, please.
Quite an impressive setup you have here, Swami. Reminds me of Bombay. Missouri, I mean.
Please. If I am to tell the future, you must concentrate on that speck of light in the crystal ball.
Crystal ball? Oh, yes, of course.
The light lies deep within the heart of the crystal. Let the light grow bigger and brighter and flow into your mind. You are being swept into the future, into the unknown. The light, think only of the light. You are now in a hypnotic trance. You will do everything I say, answer every question I ask.
I will.
Who's there? How much money do you have?
More than I'll ever use.
How much money do you have on you now?
Only $300. I don't carry much unless it's necessary.
Then why do you need 4 money belts?
Because I have more money in my hotel room.
Where in your room?
Room 12, 2nd floor, back.
And where is it hidden?
It's hidden in the mattress.
Thanks. When I snap my fingers, you will come out of this trance and you won't remember any of this. I see you making much money. I see gold mines, oil wells, many profitable business ventures.
In that case, Swami, I can relax and take it easy. Anything else, Swami?
Crystal ball grows cloudy. I'm afraid that is all.
Well, thank Thank you, Swami. Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you again.
There's your package, sir. I do hope that everything is satisfactory.
Quite satisfactory.
The Swami should look into the crystal ball for his own future.
Good day, sir.
Spike! Yeah, it was. There's a get-rich-quick millionaire at the hotel, room 12.
I thought you said we were gonna lie low.
This is too good to miss. He's got a fortune stuffed in his mattress.
No fooling.
Get after it.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Well, I was just...
Get inside.
Now, look, Steve, you got this all wrong. I didn't hear a word that you told me.
Look me in the eye. I want the truth. You understand? The whole truth. Now, what did you hear?
Everything.
What made you suspicious?
Well, the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger?
Yes.
Maybe you better tell me all about it, Barnaby.
There she is, Tommy. Wait for me in the trees where I change clothes.
You be careful, Kemo Sabe.
Julie,
Yes.
I've got to see you.
Well, what on earth's the matter?
Are you in any kind of trouble?
Well, not that I know of.
Please, Julie, you can tell me.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to tell you I'm in love with you. I want you to marry me.
Well, really, Will, this is hardly the time or place to discuss such things.
But, Julie...
Beg pardon, young lady.
Why don't you look where you're going?
I'm sorry, miss. Hope I didn't hurt you.
I'm quite all right.
Say, aren't you the young lady I saw up on Blue Mountain this morning?
Blue Mountain?
I'm afraid you have me mistaken with somebody else.
No, sirree. I wouldn't forget a pretty face as yours. I saw you up there talking to two men.
I'm afraid you've made a mistake.
No, ma'am. With these store-bought specs, I can see a mosquito at 400 yards. I saw you all righty. You were talking to two men. And the big one was wearing a black and red shirt. And the other one...
Will, for heaven's sake.
Look, old-timer, the lady says she wasn't on Blue Mountain, so let's not argue about it. Suppose you just run along and tend to your own business.
You mean you want me to leave?
That's the general idea.
Well, then why didn't you say so? Nothing I hate worse than a man that beats around the bush and don't say what he means.
Thanks.
Wait a minute.
Well, what is it?
Julie, you're hiding something.
Don't be absurd. Just because some crazy old man says he...
He's the second person to claim that you met two men on Blue Mountain this morning.
Somebody else says he saw me?
Yes.
Well, it must be another girl that looks like me, because I was at Scorpion Rock all morning.
Look, Julie, if it's a case of mistaken identity, we ought to clear it up. You see, those two men on Blue Mountain may be the two men that held up the stage.
Really, Will, I just don't understand you. One minute you tell me you love me, and the next minute you accuse me of...
I'm not accusing you of anything. What's the matter?
My watch. It's gone.
Were you wearing it?
Well, I had it on this morning. I could have lost it, but... That old man. I'll bet he took it when he pretended to bump into me.
Why, that old scoundrel. I'll bet that's what he did. Wait here.
How things go, Kemo Sabe?
Fine. I have a hunch Miss Gregory will be leaving town in a very few minutes.
Her horse tied behind hotel.
You'd better keep an eye on it. While I'm removing this disguise and putting on my clothes, we'll...
Get your hands up. Go on, raise your hands. You're under arrest.
What first, Sheriff?
For stealing that lady's watch.
Well, I didn't steal anybody's watch.
Him not thief.
That's right.
I happen to think different. You two are going to jail.
To jail? Well, that's a fine kettle of fish. It just isn't right when a citizen around here has to be accused of taking...
You're not making noise.
Good work, Tonto. Get a rope and we'll tie him.
Your voice, you're not an old man.
That's right, Sheriff. I had to resort to trickery.
The masked man.
Here, rope and gang.
Good. All right, Sheriff, turn around. Sorry, Sheriff, but if I turn you loose, you'll ruin our whole plan. While I finish tying him and remove my disguise, you keep an eye on Miss Gregory.
Let me do that.
If she leaves before I join you, follow her and leave a mark at the crossroads.
You will stand with your backs to that wall, senor. You and your faithful servant. You will remain here, senorita. Gentlemen, you will attend her.
But you can't kill them.
Can't I? Just watch me. I will not insult you, Don Pedro, by offering you a blindfold. Have you any last wish?
That I have. Will you grant it?
I will.
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I should prefer to die from old age.
I see that you mock me even to the end. Very well, we will waste no more time. Gentlemen, take your positions. Don Pedro will be your first target.
Easy, Tonto.
Ready? Aim.
No, wait!
For what, senorita?
You have orders to kill Don Pedro O'Sullivan. Is that not correct, senor?
Quite correct.
Then you're executing the wrong man. That is not my father.
Daughter, remember the welfare of our people. Hold your tongue.
No, senor. I will let you sacrifice much for my father, but not your life.
Senorita, I am disappointed in you. Such an old trick to try and stop me.
You think I am lying? Well, I will prove to you that I am not. My father, he is famous for his red hair and his red beard. Is that not correct, senor?
There is no one in Mexico who would deny that, senorita.
Then, look at this. And this, is this truly his?
So it's all a trick.
But if he's not Don Pedro, then who is he?
The answer is obvious, my friend. Did you not say that a masked man and an Indian helped Don Pedro escape this morning?
You're right, Ortega. In a short while now, Don Pedro will be safely across the border.
He is not there yet. There is still time to stop him. My men ride hard.
But he's taken another road, Colonel. How do we know where to find him?
I think his daughter will tell us that. We can at least execute these two imposters. Unless you choose to save their lives, senorita. Where is your father? Gentlemen, forgive this interruption. Ready? Aim. When I clap my hands together, you will fire.
No, wait! I'll tell you where to look!
Reach. Both of them.
You free your hands, Kemo Sabe.
The ropes are too tight. Tonto, up there. If we can only get our hands on that sickle.
But how we do that, Kemo Sabe?
When I say go, we'll shake these posts as hard as we can. Ready? Go!
On your feet, peon!
Harder, Tonto.
is going on in there? If you hope to escape by shaking this building down, I fear it will not work, my friends. Look what we found in the saddlebag on the big white horse Don Pedro was riding. A good fit. Yours, I presume? Well, you will never need these again.
Do you have my father?
Yes, senorita, safe and sound for the time being. Oh, I almost forgot. Since you were shaking the building so, it must have been for a purpose. It couldn't have been to knock this off the shelf, could it? Take this outside. And this time, keep a closer watch.
You no drink coffee, Kemo Sabe? You're very quiet. Something trouble you?
I was just thinking how they'd like a new laundryman in Forgan's flat.
But they don't want Chinese laundryman.
You're right, Lee. I wonder how they'd accept a Swede.
Oh, you Lee. Yeah, that's good girl. Me yumping Yemeni, this knee she sure go out the joint. I'm looking for a job. You need good laundryman in town?
Sure do, Swede.
That's good, because old Swan here, he need job.
You better see the sheriff. He put the key in the lock. His office is right up the street.
Well, thanks, gents. Thanks. Howdy, mister. You been sheriff?
Yep, I been. What can I do for you?
I'm Sven Olsen. Darn good laundryman, looking for a job.
Oh, you are you? Well, I think you've come to the right place. Got any references?
Yeah. Sven got good reference.
A silver bullet? Only one man I know carries bullets cast from pure silver.
That's right, Ike.
Yeah, you old Svenska rascal, you. What are you doing here and in that get-up?
I'm looking for the men who stole Leopold's girl and ran him out of town.
Oh, you've got your work cut out for you, mister. I've been out with the posse, and we couldn't find hide and a hair of them.
They're right here in town, Ike. And I think I know who they are.
You do, eh? Got any proof?
You just open that laundry up tomorrow, and I'll have your proof. Hurry. Tom, you help Leopold get a fire started. Sheriff Kane has let the townspeople know that this place is open for business. We've got to be ready for it.
This key is for both doors, front and back. Good luck.
Thanks, Ike. The first lead I get, I'll come straight to your office. Now listen carefully. I'm supposed to be here alone. When you hear the front door jingle, don't make a sound. Stand stock still.
Me no, Kemo Sabe.
Me Billy quiet.
Good, Lee. Your girl's life depends on it. Tonto, you lock the back door. I'll take care of the front.
Howdy, gents. By George, that bell ain't stopped ringing for 2 hours. Sven Olsen got plenty big job.
Plenty of work here for a white man.
Well, good. That yours fine. You got big wash. Yumpin' Jiminy. The shirt, she's sure dirty. Feels like tar. Smells like tar, too.
That's what it is. We got it all over us.
Yeah, tar on the roof.
Sven can't promise to get it out, but he'll just run over to store and get some naphtha.
Good idea. That ought to take care of it.
Yeah. Snee, she yosh like cat. When she's in, she's out, and when she's out, she's in. Well, Sven here all alone. You fellas watch door. He'll be right back.
Go ahead, Swede.
Hey, what's that?
Somebody's in there. Well, he said he was alone here. Leave ho, that engine.
Really nice. Thank you, Mr. Flighty.
Ain't that the engine was with the masked man that broke up our tar party?
That's him, all right.
Where's your partner?
Me not know.
Don't lie to me. We got a score to settle with him. Tell us or we'll knock it out of you.
Come on, Lipo.
Where is he? Me not know. This is your last chance, Injun. Where is he?
He couldn't get after, so I brought sheriff instead. Thanks.
What is this?
You're under arrest, all of you.
What for?
Abduction, assault with intent to commit bodily harm, and anything else we can think of. Out.
You can't prove anything on us.
No. I can identify these shirts by the tar I slapped on them.
You?
That's right. And Lipo can identify them by his own Chinese laundry marks.
Think you're smart. Much good it'll do you. You'll never see that bride of his again.
Why not?
Because I sent word not an hour ago to get rid of her, that's why.
Why you do it, Mr. Forgan?
Because I hate old dirty foreigners, that's why.
Talk.
Go on, do anything you want. I won't tell.
Wait a minute, Forgan. We didn't figure out no murder.
Shut up, Friday.
Kemo Sabe. Maybe this one would like to talk.
All right.
More than anything I ever heard of.
Gold strike make all miners rich, Tim. Everything in Gold Town costs plenty gold. You remember what masked man tell you?
Yes?
We send for army men. Him take you to fort.
Yes, sir.
You go into stable now. Him take care of you till the time to leave.
I will, Tonto.
Kemo Sabe, you even fool me. You look like miner from Gold Creek.
Hope the outlaws think the same, Injun.
Everything ready?
Me follow on Silver and Scout.
Good. I'll keep on the road. You go along the ridge. When I signal, come fast.
Here comes the wagon.
Ho, Brownie, Geraldine.
Afternoon, sir.
Howdy, boys.
Are you traveling alone?
Yep,
You must be from Gold Creek.
that's right. That's where I make my home. Take my week's earnings to the bank in Denton.
Well, we're from Fort Brady. My men and I are assigned to patrol this road. There's been trouble lately.
Trouble, eh? Sure wouldn't want nothing to happen with me carrying all this gold dust back there.
Well, that's what I mean, sir. We'll escort you into Denton.
Well, no. That's mighty nice of you fellers. Much obliged.
Well, you just follow us, and we'll lead you through safely.
Lead on, son. Lead on. Up, boys. Here, Brody. Oh, here. Say, what What are you holding that six-shooter on me for?
From here on, we'll take over, mister.
Take over? What are you fellers talking about?
Get rid of that gun.
All right. I'm getting rid of it.
All right, now get that gold dust and hand it over. Maybe that'll clear things up for you. And make it fast.
All right. I'm going. You watch that six-gun. Oh, Brownie. Oh.
Come on. Maybe that'll move you along.
Tim.
Did you see him? Did you see him? That captain wasn't my father.
I know that, Tim. We could have captured them if you hadn't disobeyed orders.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just had to come along.
Boy here?
Yes, Tonto. That's why I couldn't give you the signal.
But him make promise, Kemo Sabe.
Yes, but I had my fingers crossed.
Well, that's a kid's trick, Tim. And men shouldn't act like kids. You made a promise, son. And promises are meant to be kept.
I'm sorry, sir. Honest. But now you know it isn't true about my father. Now we can prove it.
Yes, if we can track them down. We better get started right away. We'll leave the wagon here.
What about Boy? Him can't drive wagon back.
We'll have to take him with us, Tonto. Tim, this is your chance to prove that you can be a real soldier like your father. You'll have to obey orders. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. You can ride with me.
Well, Injun, I see you got back.
Marshal, you come quick. Me see murder.
Murder? Where?
At Bryant's house. Me see young feller named Fred shoot banker doing argument.
Fred?
Me tried to enter house, but him shoot at me through door. Me decide to come back here, tell you what happened.
Oh, much obliged, Injun. Where do you think you're going?
Help capture young man.
Not without a deputy's badge on, you're not. You've told your story, now make tracks. I'll take over from here.
Well, Tonto, did you see Marshal Bill Nichols?
I'll have chance, Kemo Sabe. Town had a new marshal named Hendricks. Him said Nichols retired maybe 6 months ago.
Yes, I remember Bill saying he wanted to return to private life.
Maybe him quit too soon.
What do you mean?
Me see murder today. Me think Hendricks not able to handle investigation.
You saw a murder?
Me take paper to home a banker named Bryant. See young feller shoot him.
Tom Bryant?
You know him?
Well, I've heard of him. Politically and financially, he's one of the most important figures in the West. I think we'd better return to Two Rivers and offer our help.
People ask many questions about mask.
Tonto, I won't wear this mask. Tom Bryant's murder doesn't seem to have caused too much excitement here in town.
Me not understand it, Kemo Sabe.
That's the way you guard your post. Law's supposed to be wide awake, alert, ready for any emergency.
Come on, Pop. Now, what do you want?
Huh?
You know this old geezer, Injun?
Him friend. Him come see if you find murderer.
What murderer?
Man named Fred. Him kill banker.
What are you talking about, Injun?
Let me tell you about him an hour ago.
I never saw you before in my life. Now, if this is some kind of a joke...
Just a minute, Marshal. You call my Indian friend here a liar?
Look, if there was a murder in Two Rivers, I'd know about it. Maybe the redskin here got hold of a little too much firewater.
Me not argue. Me go Bryant's house.
I say we all go, Marshal. Come on.
Well, suit yourself, but Brian's a mighty busy man. You better have a pretty good reason for wanting to bother him. Just leave your guns here.
My guns? What for?
It's the law.
Look at here, Marshal. I ain't traveling this town without me six-shooters. You want them? Try and take them. Make your draw. Ain't drawn yet? Not so fast, eh, Sonny?
Okay, Pop, you win. You can keep the guns. I don't guess you'll hurt anybody with them.
What do you say? Let's go, Injun. Come on, Marshal.
Marshal Hendricks.
Just a minute. Howdy, Fred. I'm sorry to bother you, but these fellows wanted to see your dad. I told them he was probably busy, but they seemed awful set on it.
Well, couldn't you come back a little later? My father is busy.
Look here, Sonny. We ain't leaving till we meet your father face to face. You might as well make up your mind to that.
Fred, who is it?
Someone to see you, Dad.
Oh, all right, all right. Oh, it's you, Hendricks.
You not hurt, sir?
Hurt? Me? Of course not. What's this all about, Hendricks?
Well, I don't rightly know myself, sir. These two came storming into my office a while ago claiming you'd been shot, so...
Shot? By whom?
By him. Me see through window.
Indian, I don't know what you're trying to prove, but I don't think it's very funny. This gentleman happens to be my son. Furthermore, he doesn't even own a gun, do you, Fred?
No, Father.
Huh. Don't look much like a man with a bullet in him, does he, Injun?
I've never felt better in my life. And now, if you're convinced I'm not a ghost, maybe you let me get back to my work.
Me sorry to bother you, sir.
Me too.
Come on.
Oh, Hendricks.
Yes, sir?
Can you spare a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Well, sure, Mr. Bryant. They're gone.
Help me to the couch.
Me not know what to say, Kemo Sabe. Me see Fred shoot his father.
I'm sure you did, Tom. There was a smell of medicine in the room, the kind they use when they bandage a gunshot wound.
And here more proof, Kemo Sabe. Bullet holes made when Fred shoot at me. But why them try to fool us?
We might find the answer if we look hard enough. We'd better get back to camp.
Morning, Miss Angel. Say, let me give you a hand with those.
Thank you, Mr. Stokey.
Yes, ma'am.
I can see myself now, senor. Riding a black stallion from town to town. My 6 guns blazing fire. There goes Manuel Sanchez, they will say. He is the bravest outlaw in all the world.
You got the right idea, kid.
Manuel, please don't listen to him. He's all wrong things in life.
If you got this in your hand, and you can take them.
Appears to me you ain't told the boy the whole story, mister. I mean all the running and hiding and looking back over your shoulder. That's all part of it, too, boy. On account of one fine day, you'll be looking the wrong way. Somebody will shoot just a little bit faster. Put a hole in you could drive a horse and a wagon through.
You know, if you weren't an old man, I'd take you apart with my bare hands.
Go ahead, Calico. Show the boy how brave you are.
I don't believe him, Calico. We don't care what anybody says, do we?
Manuel, I think you better go to your room.
No.
Do as I say, son.
I wish I could go with Calico right now. Then I'd be rid of you.
Forgive him, ma'am. The boy didn't mean it. He's all mixed up.
I wanted to help him, Mr. Stokey. Give him the things he needed. Love and a home. I thought you could be helped, too. But I was wrong. For the first time in my life, I wished I hadn't helped someone.
Satisfied now, mister?
I didn't ask them to help me.
No, but they did help you. You owe them something. The way I heard it, you'd have bled to death if that boy hadn't have found you. He saved your life, mister.
What are you driving at?
Maybe this time you can save his life. And that nice old lady, too. Don't you see you're hurting her?
I got my own worries.
And you can add this one to them. As long as that boy looks up to you and your kind of life, he's gonna be hurt. With Mama Angel, he's got a chance. A chance you didn't have when you were a boy.
I'm leaving in the morning anyway. He'll forget all about me.
I don't think so, Calico. He's off to a bad start. He's going to end up just like you. Unless you convince that boy you're not a hero.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Maybe there is.
No, Tonto, we can't capture him here. It's too dangerous for Mama, Angel, and the children.
That's right. We'll wait until him get on trail tomorrow. Something worry you, Kemo Sabe?
Yes, Tonto, but not about the Calico Kid.
Manuel, the young Mexican boy you tell me about?
Right. Unless something happens to change his mind, he'll turn out just like the Calico Kid.
Senor Calico, I wish to go with you.
You can wish it, but you're not going.
But, senor...
Look, kid, I gotta ride fast and hard. You just be in the way.
I promise I will do whatever you say. Your arm, you will need help.
I told you before, I don't need help from anybody, ever.
You're going to need help now, Calico.
There are two men outside. They say they want the money.
They won't get it ever. You will fight them, won't you, Senor Calico?
Nobody's gonna get this money, kid.
Thought I told you boys to wait in Rio City. We're through waiting. Where's the money?
It's in here, but you're gonna have to get by me to get it, and I don't think you can.
My pleasure, kid. Anytime you're ready.
Get them, senor!
You not be frightened, little girl. You go in house.
Throw the money out here, Calico. You haven't got a chance.
He will never give up. He's not a coward. We're not afraid. I am like you. We will not give up, will we? You are not afraid, senor. Senor!
Get smart, Calico. Give up.
Don't shoot, Dallas. Here's the money.
Now, come out with your hands in the clear.
Give me a break, Dallas. Don't shoot. Give me a break.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Calico. I want to see just how fast that gun of yours really is.
No, Dallas. Please, you've got your money. Please.
Go for your gun, big man.
He is afraid. He is a coward.
We're coming in, Calico.
You drop gun.
Someday he'll understand, man. Someday he'll know it takes more than a gun and bad manners to be a brave man.
Everything will be all right, Calico.
We'll see that you get a fair trial.
I don't need anybody's help.
The Cassani will force me to use this gun.
What is this? A hold-up? I have nothing of value.
It's exactly what I'm here to find out.
I don't understand.
You'll find out soon enough. Now, sit down. Just who are you?
That is none of your business.
I'm making it my business, mister. Now, what is your name?
It's Horatio. Horatio Montague.
Horatio Montague. Thanks for giving yourself away so quickly.
What do you mean?
Montague is Romeo's last name. Horatio was a character in Hamlet.
Well, it's just a coincidence.
You're wrong. It fits the pattern set by the Outlaws who held up the Wells Fargo office. They use Shakespearean names every time. Your name is Faversham, isn't it?
Well, what if it is? That doesn't prove a thing. Not a thing.
I'll have to find proof.
What are you looking for?
Is this the frock coat you wore as Reverend Prospero when you held up Pine Valley?
That doesn't prove a thing, and you know it. If I stole anything, where is it?
You're quite right. I'll need more than a costume as evidence.
Well, you won't find anything more.
Just what did you do with the money? Ship it back east so it'll be waiting for you when you get there?
Go back east and find out. Why don't you give up, mister? You're not going to prove anything on me, and there isn't going to be any way you'll be able to.
Maybe there is a way, Faversham.
What do you mean?
You'll find out.
Maybe I better read this list back to you just once more.
Really, Mr. Hollister, you've read it back to me 3 times already. I assure you it's correct. I appreciate your thoroughness, but I really must be going. Goodbye.
Reckon we gave you Masked Brand enough time at the hotel?
Ah, if there be evidence there, me think Kemo Sabe find it by now.
Darling, are you here? Come in here. I've something to tell you. The coach is due a few minutes past 3. The payroll will be on it. Darling, why are you made up as Othello?
Why not as Othello?
Really, DeWitt, that voice. Don't you think you're overdoing it a bit?
And what's wrong with my voice?
It sounds like a foghorn. I know you like to show your versatility, dear, but there's such a thing as going too far. Besides, it's ridiculous to think of holding up the Wells Fargo office disguised as Othello and Desdemona.
And what's ridiculous about it?
My sweet, it's one thing to be a parson as you were in Pine Valley, or a Civil War veteran as you were in Cloverdale, but Othello, never.
But, darling, this costume is so roomy. Think of all the money it will hold.
Stop being silly, my sweet. The money will fit very nicely in the false bottom of the trunk with all the rest.
Thanks for telling me where you keep it hidden, Mrs. Faversham.
What? But who?
Man with the mask.
Oh, no. Where's my husband?
He's tied up in the bedroom.
Oh, I hate you. You spoiled everything.
Won't work again. There's no use trying hysterics.
But you don't understand. I'm not acting. These are real tears. Oh, where's my handkerchief?
I'll have to tie you up, Mrs. Faversham. This is the end of the road for you and your husband.
Not quite, mister. Put your hands up and turn around. It may be the end of the road for you, but not for us.
I'm getting worried, Indian. That payroll money's due here any minute now, and your friend should have been back long ago.
That's right. Me not like it.
Maybe you ought to go to the hotel and see if anything's gone wrong.
Ah, me be right back. Kemo Sabe?
Yes, Tonto.
You all right, Kemo Sabe?
I was tricked by the oldest device in the world. A woman's tears. She had a derringer hidden in her handbag. I wonder how long I've been unconscious.
Me not know, Kemo Sabe. It looked like them leave in plenty big hurry.
Yes, they took the evidence with them. It was hidden in the bottom of their theatrical trunk. Is Mr. Hollister alone at the Wells Fargo office?
That's right, Kemo Sabe. Me get worried about you.
Help me off with this disguise and make...
The Lone Ranger.